Hello everybody. It is Moko here with another reading for you guys, and this time I am diving deep into a very popular American celebrity. I'm doing Katy Perry this time. This has been a long time coming. I'm so sorry to you that I forgot to do her. She kind of slipped through the cracks, but I am doing it today. And the person who's asking about Katy Perry, they want to know more about her career, and I will get into that. But first, I'm going to look at, Orlando, whether or not they're going to have more children, will they actually get married, her personality, how she feels about her past career, as well as what happened between her and Taylor, and then I'll get into her career. So let's get started. Okay, so first, Miss Katy Perry. Isn't her real name Catherine? First, let's see. I mean, I feel like her stage persona is quite... Actually, no. I'll look at her stage persona and how she... No. What I'll do is I'll look at her stage persona, even though we're familiar with her personality as a businesswoman, and then how she is in her private life. I think that should be interesting, so... Oh boy. See, I felt, okay, so I have these other four down here, so I'll just go over the top two first, and then here. So her stage persona, she's quite cutthroat behind the scenes, guys. If anybody thinks that she's, some ditzy, big-titted blonde or whatever, she's not. She is quite cutthroat behind the scenes, and I feel like I think she kind of like, she actively hides that part of herself with a very bright and bubbly personality, but that's not what she is like. And it's not like Spirit is saying that she's a mean person, because she's not. It's just that she pretends to be kind of dumb and ditzy to hide how smart she is. I always forget to look up people's birth zodiac signs, but I'm seeing a lot of air sign with her. Like I see Libra, Virgo, and a heavy dose of Venus, so she may have strong Taurus in her chart. But no, she is freaking smart. And like this sort of, I mean, I don't know what she's like now, because I stopped paying attention to most celebrities, to be quite honest. But she hides that she's quite tricky, quite diplomatic. She knows what to say. And I kind of feel like she knows what people think of her, and she uses that to her advantage. She's very smart. She's incredibly smart. She's like, it's similar to Beyonce. It's similar to Beyonce, where the both of them, it seems like they hide behind sort of like it's almost like they want people to think that they're dumb, so that they can get away with certain things behind the scenes. And again, it's not saying that this is negative. It's more like people assuming that these two, Katy and Beyonce, are dumb. It's to their advantage. That's what it is. So it's not a bad thing. It's not saying that she's grimy or anything like that. It's just that she hides her intelligence very well. Very well. I'm very happy that I actually saw that. But in terms of her public persona, this brightness, this blonde bubbliness, positivity, I mean, that's basically her public persona. But again, underneath, she's fucking smart. And then I asked, how is she like as a businesswoman? Let me put these away. What is she like as a businesswoman? And this is showing me that in the past, she had a lot of failures in the past. I mean, yes, she was successful almost out of the gate. Wasn't she a Christian singer for a little bit? And then she moved into pop and kind of took off with I Kissed a Girl or something like that. Either way, even though she was heavily successful publicly, it seems like behind the scenes she took a lot of beatings. And because I asked about business, I wouldn't be surprised if she signed some really horrible contracts way back in the day, and because she wanted fame so much, so fame is showing here, she wanted fame and wealth so much that she made some bad deals. So that's in the past. Actually, it's showing that in the past she had to learn some very tough lessons, but now all of that is basically healed. And it looks like she's in her bag. and again, similar to what I see for Chloe Bailey's future, it looks like becoming a mom. And maybe getting more into that mother type of energy, becoming a mom, becoming a grown woman. This is what helped her to see her worth. So now, you know, she has some upsetness in the past, but now she's just like, no, I know exactly what I'm worth. I know exactly what I want, and I know exactly how to get it, and more importantly, how to receive it. And I think for her, it's almost like she had to become her own mother in order to stand up for herself and to be her own advocate. And that's what really helped her to be like, I'm not going to be taken advantage of anymore. So that's great. And I also think that I'll look at this when I look at her career, but I wouldn't be surprised if she's going to be going through some legal issues when it comes to her music. I don't know if she owns her masters, but somehow when it comes to her music, I would not be surprised if she's going to do some legal battles. So now here, and again, her intelligence is coming out. She's freaking smart. Her intelligence is coming out. So I'm asking her how she feels, or what type of person is she in her private life with her family and friends. And she's a goofball. Like, still, her intelligence still comes out. I feel like with her, it's very balanced. Well, it's mostly balanced with her her emotional side as well as her logical side, but I do feel that she leans more on the logical side. Again, she's very similar to Beyonce. Really, she's very similar to Beyonce, and she seems like somebody who can be a little bit of a loner, but it seems like whenever she wants to be alone, it's because she wants to clear her head. And I think she's somebody who needs to think through her feelings more than feel her feelings. So I'm not sure what her MBTI is, but I'm positive she probably has introverted in there somewhere, like maybe introverted thinker or something. But outside of that, she's a goofball. She loves her child. Her child is showing up here. And I kind of feel like she may be thinking about having more. I'll get to that. But no, she's pretty balanced. Just sometimes she needs to be alone and not bother so that she can figure out what she really thinks. But this is pretty nice. All right, so next I kind of want to just ask her how she's doing. How is she doing? How's the love life? What's going on with the engagement? You know. So let's see. First, let's ask Miss Katy in general. What's her energy like right now? You wanted to come out. Well, well. No, she's about her money. I think that there is something going on with I think she's about to enter a legal battle, or if this doesn't go to court, because I asked how's she doing, how's her love life doing, but then also how's the engagement to Orlando. The engagement to Orlando looks fine, so I don't think that this second line has much to do with her actual love life. I feel like this is talking about her money. Either, I mean, she could owe, does she owe taxes? No, she doesn't owe taxes. Does someone owe her money? Someone owes her money. Someone owes her money. I'm not sure if this is, and I'll get into it later. I'm not sure if this is her record label, or if she worked with somebody and they just owe her money or service. somebody owes her money, and this is a masculine energy. And she's just like, bitch, give me my money. And I feel like if this is taken to court, I kind of feel like it's going to be a tough battle for her. And it seems like, I don't know, it may be advisable for her to not take this to court, because it looks like whatever this is, some damaging information could come out about whatever it is, or whoever the situation where she's owed money. Some damaging information could come out, and I feel like her image could take a hit. And it looks like she would win something, but she wouldn't win exactly what she wanted. And then maybe if she decides to go through this in a court, it looks like she may feel like it was the little bit of money that I got from this was not worth the damage that happened to me. So that's interesting. So I'll get into the relationship with Orlando, because I don't think that this has anything to do with it. But here, when I asked about the engagement, it looks like it's okay. There are some concerning cards here, but it looks like it's okay. So we'll see. All right, next let's look very quickly at this engagement with Orlando, because I feel like something is coming up in her career. Let's look at it. Well. Okay, hold on. Let's put this here. Let me move this out of the way. Let's move this out of the way. Yeah, this showed up when I asked about their engagement. Boy, Orlando. Is he still a working actor? Let's see. Orlando has some crazy mess on his side. Yeah, this is not, it's not looking that great. So I actually kind of feel like, okay, let me, so on Katy's side, there's something going on here. There could have been some sort of infidelity thing. So when I showed it earlier, where I said this looks kind of concerning, it kind of looks like there's a third party in their relationships. I kind of feels like someone may have cheated, or maybe they were caught talking to somebody from the past they said that they would stop speaking to. It looks like something like that is happening. But in this relationship, Katy is showing up as the more emotionally mature one. And for her, she feels like coming up soon, she's going to have to make a choice over whether or not she wants to skedaddle out of this relationship or move forward with it. And on Orlando's side, so there's something going on with him personally. So outside of their relationship, there's something going on with him personally. I feel like he's very worried about work. He's very worried about traveling somewhere as well. He's worried about not having enough money. He feels painfully insecure to me. Like, and it feels like he feels kind of trapped. So I'm not sure, like, I kind of feel like this has more to do with work than actually the relationship with her. And when I asked, well, you know, how does he feel about work versus that, da da da. And I feel like the child or children is on his mind quite heavy. But it feels like he has like, I'm not honestly, I'm not that familiar with him. Wasn't he with a model before? Don't they have kids? Like, children is on his mind, and he's very worried about it. He's also worried about money, but I kind of feel like he's worried about work too. Like there's something going on with his work, and I think there's going to be like some sort of separation. And maybe if they're separated for work, like he has to go travel somewhere, that's where kind of like the cheating thing will happen. If it hasn't happened yet, but there's some distance between the two right now. But this feels more like mental distance. So I kind of feel like Katy is stable for the most part. Like, she's emotionally stable, whereas Orlando, he's just not. And he doesn't feel that present in this relationship. And like here, it kind of looks like she's chasing him right now. Like the passion is coming more from her side, because he feels kind of far away, but it doesn't feel like it's like money, work, fears, insecurity. That's on his mind. Like, the actual relationship is not, like, it's like he's distant from the relationship. Let me ask some other questions. No, this is I don't think that they're broken up. This is more like travel. I don't know if he's like away at work on location, and that's why he's mostly worried about that. Because the reason why I asked, so like when I ask about their relationship right now, there seems to be a lot of passion in it. But it's almost like it's a little bit forced, and it's coming from Katy's side. Yeah, it's like it's a little bit forced. And so I wouldn't be surprised if they're at a distance right now, or pretty soon one of them has to go to a faraway location for work, and then there's going to be a little bit of a strain there. And I think there are going to be worries about infidelity, or maybe drinking. Is that it? Drinking? That's it. It's drinking. So I don't know if Orlando has an alcohol problem, but I feel like this is what Katy is mostly worried about. She's like, he's going to be away? Is he going to be drinking? Who's he going to be partying with? Da da da. So she's emotionally sound, but she does have worries. But there's something. No, there's something off with him. He may have like some anxiety issues or something like that, or he's just like deeply insecure, and maybe he uses alcohol to kind of loosen him up and make him feel less jittery. But there's definitely something here about like he's just not there in the relationship right now, because he has a lot of worries. Anyway, so I did ask about them in 6 months, and this is the card of marriage for me. So they could get married. Wait, 6 months would be like early next year. So they could be married by then. They could finally tie the knot. And I specifically asked, will they get married? And this is sort of like, it's not the best card. Like, it's not necessarily a yes, but it's not a no either. It seems more like something is going to happen within this relationship that's going to give them a wake-up call, and I think that's probably what's going to push them to either get married or end the relationship completely. But I did ask if they're going to have more children, and this came here. Orlando is very fertile. He's very fertile, so even if they don't want to have more children, he's going to plant some seeds. He's very fertile. So there's going to be another children from Orlando. So let me see. No, he loves her. He loves her. He just has like, there's something weird going on with him. He loves her, but I feel like he's not. There's something about the home. Does anybody know? Does he have some weird story about like a home invasion when he was younger? Because it's almost like did he not grow up with enough money when he was younger, or did he lose his home, or was evicted, or was homeless for a little bit or something? Because it's like he's very, very insecure about the house. It's not the relationship. It's like the house, the home, the things. I don't have enough. That's what it seems like to me. It feels like he feels like he doesn't have enough and he's not enough to keep a home. That's what it is. That's what it is. Was he divorced? Miranda Kerr, was he divorced from her? Like, that's kind of what it feels like. Like, he may have been scarred by breakups, and he feels like he doesn't have enough money and that he's not enough to keep a happy home. But no, he loves her. He loves her. And this relationship with Katy is very healing on his past trauma, but he still needs to do something about that. He still needs help with that, because Katy, she's very solid, but it's almost like he's not feeling it from her right now. So maybe something was triggered with him. But yeah, but it's a pretty nice relationship. It's just, Orlando buddy, get some help. All right. Now, I am going to ask Miss Katy Perry, how does she feel about her past success, her career in the past, and how does she feel about it now? And I'm also going to ask about Miss Taylor Swift as well. How does Katy feel about her past success? And how does she feel about her career right now? Okay, I see. I see what it is. I see what it is. Okay, she misses the height of her career, honestly. And for her, this is showing me that she was meant to be famous, similar to Hwasa, similar to one of the K-pop boys. I think it was it Jungkook? Where these people were meant to be popular, they were meant to be seen, and even if she decided to be like a teacher or whatever, she would have been an award-winning teacher. Like, there are just some people where fame is just in the stars for them. So it's showing that she was fated to be famous. So she absolutely adored the height of her career. She loved it. It was fun. It was fast-paced. I mean, and she loved it. And she has very fond memories of it. Like, so even though there were some past failures in business, it's showing here that she still loved it, and she embraces what she was. I don't think she's gonna be anyone. I mean, because you have some female pop stars who were kind of forced to be sexy by the industry, and it just wasn't their thing. With her, no, she's like, no, I embrace the good, the bad, the everything, because like I enjoyed what I was doing. I don't think she's ever going to be someone in her 60s who's going to say like, someone put me up to this. Like, no, she's like, I had control over my career. So she loved it. Her career right now, though, she's a little bit directionless. So it looks like she still loves the music, and part of her still looks backwards, like she wants to go back. But I also feel like in her bones, she's feeling like there's another calling for her. She just doesn't know what it is. And it kind of seems like she doesn't want to let go of her pop star image. But it's showing here that she's going to make a very, very, very good businesswoman. And this is going to be her new calling, but she's sort of like, I don't want it just yet. Like she wants to release another #1 album. She still wants to tour. She still wants to do that, but it's almost like this lesson is going to have to be forced upon her, that now she has to change her direction and she has to go into business. And she would be very good at this. So I think the person who's asking this, he mentioned that she started her own label. I'm not sure if that's exactly what she's supposed to be doing, but business, being behind the scenes in music, this is where she needs to be now. But she's kind of like, she's like, nah, I don't want it. I don't want it. She's still looking back at what she used to be, and she still wants to go back to the old passion, to where she was. But like, either something has happened in her career or something will happen soon, and it's going to be like, no, you're not that girl anymore. Honestly. And it's not any shade, but they're just saying like her time as a mega pop star with #1 hit after #1 hit, it's over. Go behind the scenes. This is where you're needed. So that's where she's going to move to. She's going to be forced to move towards that, even if she refuses. But when this judgment card comes up, it's kind of like like a spiritual calling, a wake-up call, and it can be seen as karma. And the thing is, so with judgment in the tarot card, guys, is when you see it, it's almost like it's a lesson, it's an opportunity to turn your life around. And Spirit is telling you, you can either get with a program or we can make it difficult for you. So I think that's what her spirit team is saying. They're like, we're telling you what you need to do. You can do it on your own or you can be forced to do it. So just do it, Katy. Like that's what they're saying. All right. I just want to see what happened between Taylor and Katy. I know a lot of people assume that it was that dirty dick guy John Mayer, but let's see what happened between them. So in the past, and I'm looking at an old photo of them together. Man, Taylor looks so different back then. Katy did too. So Taylor in the past. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Taylor is on this side and Katy is on this side. Yeah, they're on this side. Let's see. They're both highly intelligent. Actually, they're very similar. They're very similar. They're super similar. Yeah, Katy, most of the strife is on Katy's side. So they did, oh man, this is, no. Okay, so in this, okay, let me draw one more card. Let me draw two more cards actually. Oh yeah. So as I was looking for photos of them, I saw that they did make up with each other. This is heartbreaking. I kind of feel like Katy shouldn't. I mean, whatever Katy felt about the relationship between she and Taylor Swift, she was fucking right. Okay. So here it's showing that Taylor, like the relationship, the friendship energy is on Katy's side, and it kind of seems like Taylor kind of used her a little bit. Like they're both highly intelligent. They're both highly intelligent, but it looks like Taylor was just smarter. Taylor was just smarter, and Taylor she wanted to be the best. She wanted to be number one. So it's almost like Taylor kind of presented herself as this calm, peacekeeping type of person, but behind the scenes she was like very calculating, you know, and she already knew that this relationship or this friendship wouldn't last, and that she was going to have to break away to do her own thing. So it's almost like she wasn't like super devious, but she was very calculating about this friendship. It's almost like she kind of used Katy. She kind of used Katy, and like she kind of like pretended to be like this really sweet person who was, oh, we're into the same thing, but no, behind that, no, Taylor's a beast, okay? Taylor, she's a beast. And when I asked Katy how did she feel about Taylor at that time, she thought they were good friends. She really thought they were good friends. Like the Two of Cups is the ultimate card of friendship. She thought that they were kindred sisters. And I mean, that just goes to show how good Taylor is, how good she is, because here's the Dart of Cups, here's the Two of Cups, where Taylor is pretending to be similar to Katy. And if you guys remember, Dart of Cups is similar to Page of Cups. That's part of Katy's personality. So it's almost like Spirit is telling me that Taylor pretended to be similar to Katy in order to like use her for information, for contacts or whatever, and then after she was done, she just dropped it. And here, Katy thought that she and Taylor would be able to explore together. She wanted to work with Taylor to do all this stuff, but eventually the devil is here. She realized that, damn, like, no, Taylor was not like that. And here's the Nine of Swords. Like, the ending of this friendship actually caused Katy strife. And the thing is because I feel like Katy is actually more in touch with her emotions, whereas Taylor, like, she's fucking cutthroat, man. And I asked Spirit to give me a sign over who was wrong in this situation. Katy is getting strength, which is like kindness, compassion, and Taylor is receiving judgment, which is like the card of karma. So I feel like, I'm not gonna go too deep into this, but I feel like this is basically saying that, like, Taylor, oh shit. Taylor really, she played the fuck out of Katy. That's basically what Spirit is saying. Taylor really did play the hell out of her. And I don't think that, hopefully they don't have like a real friendship anymore. So let's see, what's the energy between, let's go to a modern photo. What's the energy between Katy and Taylor? I know I said I was gonna be short with this, but this looks like, okay, Taylor, how do you feel about Katy? Katy, how do you feel about Taylor? So now the roles are reversed. No, even though, like, the little olive branch thing, because when I was looking for photos of them, I saw the little Instagram thing. No, they're not on good terms. They're not on friendly terms. There's still bad blood between them. There's still bad blood between them. Let's see. Like, that's how they feel deep down, but let's see, how do they feel when they see each other in public? No, it's still no. I feel like they're still kind of, well, oh no. That little Instagram whatever, nope, doesn't mean a thing. Even if they pretend in public, nope, the bad blood is still there. It's still there. And, you know, good for Katy. She needs to learn how to protect herself, because no. And the funny thing is that Taylor here, see, now I'm getting into like stan mode. But the funny thing here is that Taylor feels like she was the one who was wronged. I don't think she knows what she did. I don't think she knows what she did. And I don't think that this has anything to do with John Mayer. No, it has nothing to do with him. It has nothing to do with him. And I also feel like people around them kind of fueled this feud. And this was like mostly people gossiping. And I think when Katy said that miscommunication, there was miscommunication. But when it comes to Taylor's personality, she did not get that wrong. She got it right. She got it right. Let's see. Will they ever make up for real, for real? No. All right, let's get off this and let's go back to Katy's career. Alrighty. So very quickly. So this person wants to know, what is her relationship with Capitol Records? Is she leaving them? And also, what's going on with her own label, Unsub Records? So, what is going on between Katy and Capitol Records? Oh, she's leaving. Well, actually, no. No. Let's see. Is she leaving? Sorry about this, guys. Is Katy leaving Capitol Records? Oh yeah, no, she's leaving. And what about her label, Unsub Records? And I feel like she named it Unsub Records. It kind of seems like she named it Unsub Records for a reason. Yeah, no, this is good. Okay, she's leaving. And I feel like the issue between Katy and her label started. Let me fix this camera. Sorry about that. I record on my BlackBerry. Yes, I still use a BlackBerry. And sometimes my phone is so heavy that it leans to the side. So let's see. I think she started having issues with her label after an executive that she trusted left. So someone at that label left that she had a really good relationship with, and it looks like they're kind of lacking money as well, and they may not be giving her as much money for her projects, possibly because they don't necessarily believe in her anymore. But it looks like she's going to leave. Like she's going to leave, and I feel like she's going to have to enlist the services of a lawyer or an accountant or whatever to just be able to be free from her label. And I think this is something that she for sure wants. She definitely wants this. She wants to go if she has not left already. And this is probably the legal thing that I saw going on with her, and something about money, like someone owes her money. So there's that. Yes, she's leaving. And when it comes to her label Unsub Records, so this is the thing. She needs to be working on her label. Because here she is again. I don't know what her astrology is, but she's a businesswoman. And her team, her spirit team is telling her, because I felt them, her spirit team is telling her she needs to put in the work to make this label a success. Because it seems like she's going to be one of the few artists with a label that other artists want to join. So if she puts in the work, if she stops being stubborn and wanting to go back to being a superstar, a pop star, her label can be a success. And the people that she signs to her labels later on down the line, they're going to be successes. So I mean, yeah, get started on that. Get started on that. But first, let me see. Will she have? So the last album I listened of hers was the one that had Ghost on it. I love that song, Ghost. It was kind of like a religious album almost. And I haven't really listened to anything since then. But let's see. So I'm not sure if she's had a #1 album since that. But let's just see if she will have, like as a solo artist, if she will release, you know, an album that she's happy with first. Yes. And will she have like hits, hits? Will she have hits? Yes, she will. She will have hits. She will. And this is going to be something that she's actually proud of. So she'll definitely have at least one more album that's on top, and she's going to fight for that. Like she's actually going to battle for that. Will this album be released by her own label? No. Or will it be under Capitol? It'll be under Capitol. It'll be under Capitol. And maybe that's the album where she'll be like, okay, here's your fucking album. Let me get out of this contract. Yeah. So I don't know. That's pretty positive. Not too much drama around her. Yeah, pretty positive. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next week. If you would like a personal reading from me, then please go to my website at www.tarotbymoko.com and click on the Book a Reading button from the homepage. From there, you will be redirected to my shop, which includes categories for career, future forecasts, general inquiries, love and relationships, personal growth, as well as options for expedited delivery. I have a spread for almost every occasion, but of course, love and relationships is the most popular, with readings for your future partner, no contact, will you ever find love, how does your crush feel, as well as sugar daddies. And if you do not feel comfortable purchasing from my website, then you can find me on Etsy under the same name, Tarot by Moko, where I have the same exact readings that I have on my website. And for those of you who would like to learn how to read the tarot, then just visit my blog, and there you will find a series called Learn Tarot with Me. There, I will provide definitions for the cards, as well as tips and tricks to help you become more intuitive with your tarot reading. All right, thank you guys so much for checking out my YouTube channel. I hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.